and welcome back to Build the Bairns. It's episode 7, and in this episode we'll be playing, as you can see from the screen now, Dundee as the first match of the day. I think we've got the Fairmont in the fixture list as well, Broth, and there is, I think, East Fife the Cup. Potentially another team, it could be potentially 4 to 5 games this episode. We're going to just get the whole kind of December month done with on camera, because I've got a lot of stuff I would like to talk to during the games, so we'll get to it. Let's just go right to the calendar and see where we last left off. I think we last left off with a fantastic 3-1 victory away to Dunfermline, and since then we've played Rangers under 21s in the Trust Trophy third round, where we had a 3-1 victory, a Freddie double and Davis Keller Dunn getting one. Then we played Dundee, who are top of the league at this point, and we went away to Dundee and managed to get a fantastic 2-0 victory. Until since that kind of double draw at the start of the season, we've definitely picked up the form and finally starting to get it and gel together. Then we had a home game against Arbroath. It was kind of 1-1. One of the games that at the start of the season was just didn't play good. We might have had the stats, but there was a lot of highlights to them, and we just didn't seem to have it in there. And then they had someone sent off in the last minute, and we had a free kick from it. And yeah, it was a good chance, but it just didn't take it. So then we went out and played Ayr away and got our usual 3 points against them and absolutely dismantled them. I think it was a kind of built up anger from that draw, and we just absolutely demolished them. Ewan Henderson did get 2 for Ayr, and it seems to be a player I've noticed and has some sort of like vendetta against us. He just wants to always try and score against us. He did it all last season, now did it this season. But it didn't matter because Diego got a hat-trick, Valencia picked up a goal, Mackie scoring a penalty, and McKenna scoring from a corner. When we roll on to month of November, we started off a 2-0 victory away to Inverness, Valencia scoring again, and Freddie scoring in that game. Again, just dominated it and won it. Then we played Queen's Park in a game where they took the lead first at the Falkirk Stadium, and Valencia scored minutes later, and Sack scored from the corner to put Falkirk 2-1 up and get us the 3 points. Then we played Rafe at home, where Diego scored a double, and I'm pretty sure one of them was a very fantastic long shot from outside the box. The boy just seems to be on top form now, and it's hard to choose between the 3 strikers. I think Valencia has got a slot decided in that one, but the other 2, Freddie and Diego, have this kind of, they're playing well. I don't know who to play, but I think if I did have to choose, I would go for Diego and Valencia because they both play well together. Then we played St Mirren, where I think we picked up our first loss of the season in the league. What they scored the last minute, I think it was a long throw, reached one of our players' David box, he headed it backwards, and then Ethan picked up the ball and scored for them. Diego scored for start off when Power scored for them in the start of the second half, and then Ethan scored that last minute winner for him. It was a defeat I didn't want to have, but I did say St Mirren's going to be one of the harder teams in the league, so we'll take the positives for the game. Then we played Montrose in the quarterfinals of the Trust Trophy and beat them 2-0 away. Tory Weston scoring and Valencia. A game where we again had highlights and even the shots and all that, but we just weren't creating anything. And Dave decided to give Tony Weston a go up front. He's not played much this season because we've had good strikers, but I think it was Freddie and Diego, and I think Diego was tired and Freddie started. So I subbed Freddie off and brought on Tony, and yeah, he scored a fantastic goal as well, so I'm happy. And then the next game we played, which was the last game off camera, it was away to Morton. We picked a 2-1 victory up. Daniel Mackay scored for them. Diego getting another goal for Falkirk, and Tom Kyle managed to swat one away. The only bad news from it is that Aidan Nesbitt did pick up a red injury, so I will go and show how bad the injury is, because he has been quite a key player for us this season. But this episode we'll be playing Dundee at home, Dunfermline at home, Arbroath away, and we'll have the start of the Scottish Cup run first when we go away to East Fife. So 4 episodes, the most we've done, but I think this will be a good month, and we'll have an intake come in during this episode, so it'll be good to have a wee discussion about that. But with everything else discussed and talked about, I'll just go do a quick pick here, see what they're saying, and I'll change it up now. I think I like the look at his defence, midfield as usual. I think I'm actually going to play Ethan here, and I'll put Freddie on for Keogh Dunn, because Valencia could go out wide, I could sub strikers on. And we will actually swap them around. So Terry gets the right side, Diego and Valencia swap them around. Or does he? Nah, we'll plus swap that. So the teams we now decided, we're going to go much in net. The back four of Johnson, Sack, McKenna, and Mackey. The midfield duo of Tom Carroll and McGrandles. We've got Ethan and Terry in the wings. And up front, we've got Valencia and Diego. Let's go and get the 3 points here. Let's start making that lead in the league even bigger. And I'll see if when the game kicks off. And it's kick-off here at the Falkirk Stadium. Falkirk versus Dundee. It's first versus second. Very big match for us. And with the home advantage, we should try and take every opportunity to now get the home victory, as the first highlight is a free kick going back post to McKenna and it's headed over the bar. Falkirk starting off with a usual dominant start here, but Dundee do have a highlight here as McGinn gets out to Edward, and Dundee are now kind of playing backwards here, back now forward. It does land to Edward, who's wide here. He gets the ball into the box and Rowe's header goes over the bar for Dundee. The first highlight for them, and this, I imagine, will be a good match. As I say, Falkirk can win and get that lead in the table even more. It'd be fantastic. And I feel like with us winning the away game, we need to try and get something. The home game as McGarnles puts Valencia through, and Daniel saves the 1-on-1 opportunity. Well, enjoying having Valencia and Diego up front. Have been fantastic and very fun to use. I'm really happy with it. And if we did go up, I would probably give him the run in the league. I probably will still get another striker, but it wouldn't be over priority. I would have to give the two that did this week and did justice in here to get us up. I would have to give them the goal in the Prem. It's the only fair opportunity we have. As Valencia wins a goal kick here, does get wide, but it's now pushed back in the middle. Ethan did get back to Valencia, and Valencia's first shot is in the top corner. Falkirk do lead 1-0 here. Fantastic start for the Bairns. And Valencia again pick up another goal. He just seems to be deadly in this league now. And we do take the lead against second place. This is fantastic here. As Falkirk get an instant highlight here. It goes out to Johnson, McGandles, Ethan, back to Sack. And now back to Much. Point it back here, but let's see if we can now create something again when we attack. It's Terry here to Carroll, to Diego, back to McKenna. Looking for that one good pass here. And there it is from Terry to Valencia. And it's another goal for the young lad. A minute after he scored the first one, Falkirk lead 2-0 here. This is glorious. Valencia doing the business here, and Falkirk doing the business as well. Everyone is happy. We are winning, and we are now top of the league with 43 points as it's half time. Very happy how that is there. That's one of our kind of tactic styles. As you can see, we do a lot of this passing around the back and ball down back, and we'll just try to look for that one golden pass. As an instant highlight, I think it was Ethan that put it all the way through to Diego, but his shot goes wide, and it kind of seems that Falkirk is dominating fully here, and I'm very happy how we're performing. I think I might make a sub though potentially if we do. Up corner here for Dundee as I'm looking at the players. It goes all the way around the back post to Sackford, and the former Falkirk player does get Dundee a goal here and put them back on track to try and get something out of this game. Instant highlight though. It goes to Cal all the way to Valencia. I think Ashcroft took him down. It's a penalty. Valencia steps up. And the keeper saved it, and it's the power. It's put in the back of the net. It's 3-1. Dundee's goal is instantly cancelled out by Valencia, and that's him now got his hat-trick. It's Falkirk 3, Dundee 1. That's a lot just happened there. I'm happy we managed to get ourselves that cushion back as the corner comes in the Sack, but the header goes over the bar. And I think we're going to make that, so I think we're going to take Mackey off McKenna and then putting Billy on as the ball playing defender. And I think we also will bring Ethan off for Robbie Crawford. And we'll keep it like that in case we get an injury or a red card. But saying that, there's two players in the yellow card and one of them's not on a great rating, so there's always that opportunity of a red card happening. There's Falkirk trying to get something here. I was about to make a sub, but it's too late now. We just let the team run out the way it is. Dundee have a throw and now going forward with it. Robertson, who gets it to Rowe's wide here. Will we get it in the box? He's passed it back. It's ended up going to Finlay Robertson, and the long shots of the box has landed in the top corner. It's 3-2 now. That was a fantastic finish from the lad there. Can't even take it away for it. It's Falkirk have a thrown here at the Dundee end. Lands to Carroll, who gets a back post there, and again, there's Valencia. There's his fourth. This man is on absolute fire for us. He is genuinely the dream striker. And if he keeps playing like this, we'll win the league easy. I'll say it now. He has been a great addition to his squad. And it was why I wondered whether it was going to be risky bringing in another striker, but I feel we've made the right decision here. He has been absolutely fantastic for us. A 23-year-old is playing brilliantly for us. I can see it's just the heights there. He's got it in there to be the striker, and I love the man a bit. He's came in, he's doing an absolute fantastic job for us. Well done to you. Well done to the squad. And now let's go and have a look at the table. We're now at the top of the league with 43 points. Dundee at 36 behind us, and then St Mirren on 35, and then Dunfermline on 30. So I'm happy with it so far. We're in the semi-finals of the Trust Trophy. We've got Queen's Park in that one, so we might have a final this year. We're out of the Premier Sports Cup, but now still in the Scottish Cup against these five. We've got this episode, so yeah. Let's I'll cut back to either next game or when we've had the youth intake. And we're back for youth intake preview, and I don't know what to say here. This looks amazing. So, one goalkeeper has a great prospect, One of our defensive midfielder has potential to go far, A forward who can be considered a fine prospect, Fullback, at least one of them has plenty of promise, a B, isn't a great year for central midfielders and wing backs, still C's, and then they've got, I'm not a great centre back coming through, but and the wide midfielder, but there's still D's, so I still have potential here, and it's a 5-star intake. This is a terrific group of players coming through and has potential to be a real golden generation for the club. Wow. This is exciting. This could be a fantastic intake potentially. I know it could all change on intake day, but our head of youth, Stefan, is, as you can see here, quite good. His reputation's not the best, but yeah, he's on a cheap wage, and I gave him. I know he didn't have an amazing one last year, but I think one of the guys in our team who had lost potential, but he's starting to develop it back again because he's training. This man here, Michael Joyce, he was injured with a bad injury. I think it was a 7-week one, major broken toe, and it knocked his 5-star down to 3-star, but he has got it back again. So I've still got potential hope for this man. But this is looking good. I'm very happy about this, and I'm looking forward to now getting to youth intake day. But because that's now out of the way, I'll see you for the game day. Right, welcome back to the match day. Falkirk versus Dunfermline. It is the derby, and I've decided to go for this as the team. So I've got Much in net. Back for Johnston, Sack, McKenna, and Patrick. Midfield duo of McGandles and Carroll. On the wings, we've got Crawford and Tevy, and then up front, we've got Valencia and Diego. I'm looking forward to this match. On the bench, we've got one strange sub, but someone I'm just going to give a go as I've been talking about him. I put Joyce on the bench as a midfielder option. I don't know if he will start, but I think I'm going to start putting him on the bench because I have belief and hope that he could do something. He's got the basic stats there, the difference is all, so I'm going to let him have his all and see how it does coming on. But I can't promise it for this game, so I'll see for when the game starts. It's game day at the Falkirk Stadium. It's Falkirk versus Dunfermline. It's the big derby, and an instant Falkirk highlight is the phone's thrown to Crawford, but it loses the ball. Falkirk regain possession here. It's lost again as Sack tries to get it up here. Great bit of passing play, puts Crawford through from a Diego pass, and the ball goes wide. Falkirk instantly getting attacks in here. This is what you like to see. Can Falkirk get one of the attacks as a goal rule and take the lead against Dunfermline? Again, want the bragging rights, want to win this. Do not want to give Dunfermline anything from this game, as a Thomas free kick is saved by Murchison out for a corner here, as Dunfermline have a chance to attack. It's whipped into the box. McKenna gets the header clear. Back to Thomas again, who is offside. It'll be a free kick to the Bairns. Hoping for Falkirk to try and get something here. I can see from the shot stat that Falkirk haven't had greatest on target, as the ball has been put through here from, I think it was, I didn't see who that was, but it was Diego took the chance there. It was picked up by a goalkeeper. It's quite actually even, the shots on target. This is one of the more even games of the season for the Bairns, as it goes into half time. Now I'm going to first arms and get the tell them I'm not being good enough, and fist, pump fist the kind of faith into the Bairns. Hopefully this will get the team to actually think. Well, I'm going to make a double change, I think, here. I think we're going to take Crawford off for Dunn. And I'm going to take McGrandles off for Ronaldo. Or do we give the young lad a go? Well, you know what, we're giving the young lad a go. This might backfire so much on me, but a Falkirk supporter coming on and playing, it's talk about giving the heart out. This lad's got a chance to really make himself a name here. But again, the strikers are not doing good as well. Not actually had a good game at all. I think we're going to take Valencia off for Freddie. See if he can do it. He came on the last time and gave Dunfermline a batter. Let's see if he can do it again. Patch has the ball here to Terry. Try to get up to Freddie, but unable to. Dunfermline now have the highlight. McCann gets it forward. McKenna wins it back. Well, Diego through the Freddie. Oh, he hates playing against Dunfermline. Oh, he loves playing against Dunfermline. Dunfermline must hate Freddie as the man's done it again. 1-0 to the Bairns, and the biggest grin on my face ever when he had that chance here. As Dunfermline have the highlight here. It's a dangerous long shot there they just took. It's been saved by Much. It's now out for a corner. Sack here's getting ahead of all done. Gets at it well. And he's got to pass off the Freddie, but Freddie, he turned there and he never got the boosted run there. If he kept running and got the ball through to him, that would have been better. Rogers' free kick here is pointed out. And Dunfermline going to be around the 10 men here. The Derby's got his first red card. David sent off for a second yellow card offence. Ball's put up here, trying to get to one of the strikers, but unable to. As Dunfermline now have the highlight. Kevin O'Hara back to Duffy. Duffy all the way to Rogers. He's looking for a punt here. And the young lad wins the ball in the middle. It's been through Freddie. Freddie through Diego. It's 2-0 to Falkirk. Another dominant win against these hatred here. The rivalry, I'm lost for words. I'm just so happy what's happened in that last 10 minutes. It's the way Falkirk should be playing, and I still kick myself at the start of the season we drew to them, but fantastic result. I'm lost for words of how good we're playing. It ended Falkirk 2, Dunfermline 0. Goals coming from Diego and Freddie, and again Freddie coming on and just doing the shift. He just really loves playing against them. They just must have that hatred for Dunfermline, which I love about them. As a wee bit of praise is going out around messages here for Joyce, who came on and did his first game for the Bairns, and I'm happy to bring him on because he won that header, which was an involvement towards a goal. So hopefully this kickstarts him and makes him think that he's got a chance of maybe getting something in his career. But yeah, 2-0 win. Apologies for the commentary and the end of the game. Yeah, I'm lost for words. I as a Falkirk fan myself, I genuinely don't like Dunfermline at all. Genuine hatred for them. So I just love always getting one over them in the game. So yeah, makes me happy. And with that game now, we'll roll on to, I think it's a Broth next. So I'll see if when the game starts. Game day here is it's a Broth versus Falkirk. And this is the team I'm deciding to go for. We've got Much in net. Back for Johnson, Sack, McKenna and Mackey. Midfield duo Ronaldo and Carroll. Wingers being Kaylor Dunn and Terry. And then up front we've got Valencia and Diego. No youngster on the bench today because he's still playing for the under-18s as just so he gets games. But I think he's had a few stats there from my last look done that's went up. So I'm hoping it's got a wee bit of boost there. But yeah, I'll see if when the game starts. And it's game day here at the Gayfield Park. It is a Broth versus Falkirk. It's a Broth got the first highlight here. It's a wide to Austin. Gets it in for Stewart, but caught by Much. It's now punted up for Falkirk. Diego gets the ball, placed it on his foot quite nicely. That's a great bit of control. It passed around there to eventually land to Mackey, whose first time long shots hit off the bar. And Johnson's picked up the ball from a Broth attack here, and that's the end of the highlight. Carroll's free kick here into Sack, but it's over the bar. Unlucky there. Sack and McKenna. This episode I've had some very unlucky chances from headers. They usually are quite good at headers. I don't know what's on happening. Maybe because our attack's at deadly now. Like that. Again, just random highlights where Mackey's able to put a ball into the 6'4" striker, who again slots another one in. He's so good. I'm shocked at how good he's doing for us. As he wins the header from that goal kick, and nearly putting Diego through. Sack picks up the loose ball. Johnson here is wide. Keeler done to Valencia to Diego. I wanted to say Diego was offside there. I think I might have just got caught for there. But yeah, Falkirk's quick attacks here with two strikers that are absolutely out of their mind and in form here. I love it. We're playing fantastic. What else could you ask for? This is we're actually playing out our skin now. It's so good. Ronaldo's picked up injury. This is where Joyce would have been nice here on the bench. I think McCandles is not playing today because of picking up too many cards. That's why Ronaldo's in. So after a wee quick peek at the bench, I think we'll just play Ethan there. It's one of the reasons we bought him just so he can slot him in. Or do we play? No, we'll play Crawford actually. Put Crawford in that bit there, and then I think we'll still bring Ethan on. We'll bring one for Terry on the wing. But one of the reasons we managed to bring Ethan in is just because he plays like three positions, and as I said when I brought him, he's a good footer. So it's one of these ones where you can bring on when you've got injuries. As Abulf's attack here broke through to Austin, who was one of the keeper, but keeper saved it. It's out for a corner. Ethan's cleared the head away, and that's the end of the highlight. So again, looking quite good here. Nice 1-0 win so far. I wouldn't mind a second goal just in case both last minute one, still wants me you could get FM'd for like the amount of chances they're getting it now. So it'd be nice to have that goal, but I don't think it's going to come maybe here. Falkirk highlight. It goes from Carroll here, passing it wide at the eventual one's Diego, who crosses it in for Valencia, and he's won that header. I don't know how he's won that there, but he's won the header. It's went over the bar. I think that's Ethan Laidlaw on loan for Hibs. His header's over the bar, but he's offside position. And they're a couple minutes away now from winning this. 3 minutes extra time. And that's full time. Falkirk pick up a 1-0 victory away to both. That's 3 out of 4 so far winning this episode. Let's try and get the fourth now. And we go and play East Fife away in the Scottish Cup. So I'll see you for when that East Fife game kicks off. Welcome back to the last game of the episode. That's East Fife versus Falkirk in the Scottish Cup. And I think I have decided this is the team we're going to go for. So we've got Much in net. The back four of Johnston, Sack, Billy and Markey. Midfield of Carroll and Joyce. Happy to see Joyce getting his first start. He's even had more stats going up now, so I'm going to just try and give him a wee bit of exposure in this game. Top game. It would be nice to go through, but at the same time, my priorities on the league now, so let's just, we're going to go for the league this season. Keeler done and Terry in the wings, and then we've got Valencia and Diego up front, so I think we're ready to get into this. So I'll see you when the game starts. And it is kick-off here at the Bayview Stadium. Instantly, Carroll puts a corner in to Sack's head, but is unable to get anything from it as it goes over the bar. And now instantly, Falkirk get again another highlight. The goal kick goes all the way out to the middle of the park. Falkirk do one up. The ball eventually gets played up to Valencia, whose shot has just hit the post. So very unlucky for him. I was going to say something, but we'll say after this highlights, Billy clears away the long throw from East Fife. It's back in the box, it's hit off the bar, and it's now cleared out wide for Falkirk. And it's the end of the highlight. So just quickly say that in the bench, there's a couple of youngsters a day for Falkirk, as Sack has just scored a corner from Carroll. It's happened in this episode about time. Whipped into in the middle, like kind of in the floated in the air quite well to Sack's head, and it's been put in the bottom corner. So Falkirk do get the 1-0 lead here. As Mackey has the ball, he's went into a run. It's ridiculously good, and it's put for the Valencia, who has missed a chance. It's very strange. He's very good at scoring the ones. I'm a wee bit shocked myself he's missed that there, but we'll move on here as Mackey gets the ball into Diego, who heads it on to Valencia, and he's not missing that one. 2-0 Falkirk. This is looking like a good Scottish Cup tie for us here. As an instant highlight here from the East Fife kick-off as they look to do something. Joyce wins the ball there very nicely. It gets played out the wide to Tevi. It looks like he's going to take a shot, but it's a very lightly hit shot, and it's an easy pick up for the goalkeeper. It's still 2-0 here for Falkirk in the cup, and we're just going to praise the lads there as we are heading to it just half time. Sorry, and it's now half time. 2-0 for Falkirk. I'm just going to tell them I'm happy, and if it stays like this, I might bring on take off Carroll and bring on the other youngster, and maybe bring on the other one defence. I don't know. You know what? They're not getting much chances here. Let's take off Sack for Nicky. Connolly and Paul Russell can go on for Tom Carroll, and just get a few youngsters running out there the rest of this game. A half an hour for two, and Joyce will get the full 90 minutes as the East 5 kick is free kick's been put right into March's hands. March punts it out to one of the strikers, but none of them able to do anything with it as East 5 now trying to get something. Been picked up by the right back for Falkirk. Valencia nearly got a foot to that, ready to get through, but unable to. Billy wins the punt there from the East 5 goalkeepers. Falkirk are playing some nice football around the sides here, one side to the other. Mackie and another great run there, all the way around the left side, into the box for Valencia, but the header goes wide. It's very unlucky. Mackie's playing fantastic now. He's got a great running in him for when he goes down that wing, and he's got a good cross as well. Picked up a few assists this season just by putting the ball into Valencia like that, so keep up the good work there and keep trying to get the goals in. As an East Side highlight here, 9 minutes to go. It's been put out wide, but Johnson collects the ball, puts it all the way up, hoofs it all the way up to Valencia, who's unable to do it. And two youngsters are working well there. Russell to take the tackle and then Nicky to pick the ball up. Missed header here as Daigo's through, and the keeper saved Daigo's shot. That was a chance to put 3-0 here and really put this game in the bed. Unable to, and on Nicky there with the corner. He won the header there and he's put it towards net, but unable to. Keeler done again. This time it goes all the way through everyone to Terry. Back in, and Paul Russell has scored. It's his second of the season. I don't know when he scored the other one. I've not played him off camp. It must be at the start of the season, but he's got a second here of the season. A first in the league. Fantastic from a youngster. A great bit of play there. As Joyce has the ball here. Russell, Daigo, Joyce try to get up to one of the either Terry or Daigo, unable to. Smith gets it here, but Nicky with a great header back to Joyce. Joyce all the way through to Diego, into Terry, into Mackie. Valencia, that Mackie Valencia combo is fantastic. It's 4-0 Falkirk, and we are heading to the next round of the Scottish Cup. As it ends here, East 5-0, Falkirk 4. And that game itself has made me think that I put a couple of youngsters on the bench for the league now, because all three of them played fantastic there. And they're still, even though they're not got the 5-star potential, they still could have something to them for maybe getting future to it, or having just a standstill to being good in the league and not like, and that's just, that could be good rotation. As I just now phone through my head, so it's one I need to think about now. Hopefully I'm going to try and get to this 1st of January, because I'd like to see this cup draw. I'm pretty sure it said the cup draw was today's on the 1st, so we'll try and get to it now on camera as we get to the next day. A couple of rumours, expectations. I think we can now clearly say we're going to avoid relegation. Let's keep going. Is it not going to tell us the cup draw? I'd been quite disappointed if it didn't, but usually it is the 1st. I don't see it. Russell becomes the youngest ever Falkirk goal scorer. Okay, that's interesting. I'll just add assistant to sort that out. I've won manager of the month. Valentia's shown just progressing again. Fantastic. I'm just actually looking here at the competition. Scottish Cup is a game just only be played. Now if I went to extra time, it's going to get drawn today. Just got to wait. We'll keep going for the first time until we get that, because I like to let you all see who we get, because I imagine I will play the Scottish Cup game off camera, and we'll come back for the end of January, maybe like mid-February. And you see, that was a big month we just done there, so I don't want to come back quite quickly. I want to try and get maybe 2 episodes, 3 left after this, and it is cup draw here. A big team would make me come back for this match, so let's see who we get. It's Partick, Dumbarton, Arbroath, Cove Rangers, Ross County, Rafe, Livingston, Dundee United. The Rovers here against Inverness. That's one of the teams you actually want in this if you want to progress to the next round. Hearts are home to St Johnstone. Morwell, Dunfermline, Newburgh Juniors versus Kelly, Dundee, Falkirk. So we've got a team that we've played twice this season and won 2. That's one we could actually qualify. And then the rest goes Hibs going to the south, St Mirren versus Formanty, Hamilton versus Albion Rovers, Ayr versus Rangers, Forfar versus Alloa, Aberdeen versus Celtic, and Queen's Park versus Airdrie. Apologies, I butchered any of the names there. But yeah, we've got Dundee away in the cup. That is the 21st. So let's have a look at the calendar then for when we come back. So I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we go for the semi final because we've got a firm one there. To see, I don't want to. Dundee is quite important as well, though. I don't know if I do St Mirren to Dunfermline, or we do Queen's Park Dunfermline. You know what? I might just do this month here. Yeah, so I'll come back for the March month. That means also I think if I'm correct, intake day should be then. Yeah, March. So yeah, we'll come back for the March month, get the youth intake in as well. So I'll get these 2 months off camera. So next episode we'll get this month done, and then there might be a final we play either in April time. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So thanks for watching again. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. It'll be appreciated. Leave a comment if you want to ask anything about the series or just anything in general. And I will see you for the next episode. Goodbye.